makes better movies, Marvel or DC? Middle ground. Jason, I appreciate you, bro. You know why? Because you're just like me, for real.
I don't fuck with niggas, that's why I be solo dolo. Big Roro, keep that Nordic demo, him no Quasimodo.
Y'all not T like I thought y'all was gonna be T like. Y'all not T to my liking. Y'all need to be iced-teed. Iced-teed. I'm gay though. Excellent message to pop into for first video. Hi YouTube. Way too late for that, bro. Y'all not T. Y'all need to be like Ice Cube T. Anywho, who makes better movies, Marvel or DC? Middle ground. I feel like I should make that an emote. Just like me, for real. I be saying that a lot. Like even in my daily life. Marvel K. That's crazy to me, bro. You think DC is better? Okay, DC Comics way above, way S tier, way above. It's just this bisexual stern P.
So we just want to take a moment to say thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
Aww.
It's so important to take
It really is. It's so important that it's out of my league to care for it. I'm sorry.
Spider-Man were not good. Like, I grew up watching those and I was not a huge fan.
The Tobey?
No.
Maguire?
Yeah, Tobey.
What?
I didn't know.
Excellent information. Excellent information, yeah. Proof though.
I look back at
I can't really believe every single message that he better help himself to
since I was tiny. You know, the biggest impact I think for me has been Batman. When people really know comics, they know what DC's bringing to the table.
I could see how they can defend like their video games and their comics, but I don't know how they're gonna back up the movies.
No shade, but their movies aren't that great.
Ultimately, you see a very cookie cutter.
When was this posted and recorded? Because Justice League probably came out June 27th. Was Justice League out? I don't know. I just, you know what?
Of how Marvel makes their films versus DC, which is super gritty, super dark.
I will die on a hill of really apologizing.
But Marvel movies all matter. DC movies, you don't even know if the next one's gonna matter. Like, there's a whole other cut from a different director as another movie, which is 4 hours, but everything is the same pretty much. Every DC head gonna be like, yo, bro, it's not the same, bro. What are you talking about, bro? I don't know what I'm talking about. That's the thing.
Some of these new movies more than most people should.
I think my only expectation really is to kind of understand, where the other side's coming from. How do they connect with someone like Superman?
Look at you. Look at your radical ass. Like, bro, if you don't get your I want to be a fair fight at, like, bro.
Who, to me, has the personality of a brick.
A personality of a brick is crazy. We about Marvel and DC fans together. This episode cover pictures of JP.
My name is Ryan.
Gold foams. I don't even know what colorway that is. I don't think I should know what colorway that is. That is a crazy fit to me. W fit, potentially, but foam posits, crazy. He came there for one reason only, to start a conflict.
My name is Ryan.
He's gonna start a dialogue today, yes sir.
I'm a philosophy major.
Every time I pause, I always do that.
History as well. The more I think about it, those things.
I forgot the movies, DC, everything else.
Comics so much.
Hey, I'm Will. I'm a lifelong.
I agree.
I would say comic book fan, but
comics. Really, I haven't got to read the comics yet, so I can't vote on the comics. Movies, S tier. Shows, Marvel shows. Ooh. Are we counting those like Hawkeye and WandaVision, or are we also counting the older ones like The Amazing Spider-Man? Did Marvel make those? Because those are Marvel characters. I'm not sure if it counts as a Marvel show. And then Doom. I think Doom had a show, like a cartoon way back in the day. I ain't read a comic. You should though. Read into some,
DC Homer, as my friend would call me.
These grown adults arguing about comics.
I'm Matt, and I am as well a DC guy. I'm actually trying to get into voice acting and voiceover. Like watching all these animated shows and whatnot. It's really inspiring to see these characters come to life through voice and whatnot.
Bro, that was like 3 awes ago. Please continue on with your point. We don't want to hear you for the entire show, sir.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Marvel's pretty much always been like my favorite genre of movies. I love watching all the movies. I really love cinematography and I love how they're always played out. So yeah, I'm a Marvel fan.
I'm Nick, and I like Marvel so much that I bought a 3D printer and started printing a bunch of props for it. So I've got a 4-foot Stormbreaker sitting in my room.
That's so
not
cool.
Doing anything.
I actually love that.
I'm a Marvel fan. I wish I could say super fan. Just within the recent years, I've been getting like deep and deeper into it. So there's some things I may not know about, but I'm cultured around the area, so I can get around.
Marvel is only considered better because of the movies.
True.
Walk forward if you agree.
True. True. I think it's true. Because
unless they're comic book fanatics, I don't hear anybody talking about the comics, let alone the shows, even the games or anything. I only hear the movies.
Also, the DC shows suck. The Flash, Superwoman, Superman, both the super shows blow horse meat. What else we got? We got what was that one dude that wanted to be like Hawkeye? One with the bow and arrow. His name is literally Arrow. It makes no sense. Oliver Queen, like her. Those shows all suck after like the 4th season, and if it doesn't have a 4th season, then it already sucks. What Marvel? What Marvel got? WandaVision, straight flames. Hawkeye was kind of geeks. If we're counting the older cartoons, but then again, we have to count the older DC cartoons, and the older DC cartoons was kind of fire.
Thank you for being the only one here, by the way. Because it is challenging, I think, right now to be a DC fan because of that feeling. Socially, the conversation is Marvel.
Oh, brother. I'll click off this video. It's 20 minutes, too. Don't play.
A movie, it's like almost expected that you're supposed to.
Matter of fact.
Could have came with everybody.
Whoa. Sorry.
Not this feeling that no one's entering into seeing a DC movie to just be vulnerable and experience what they're being given.
And it's recency bias, right? Because Christopher Reeve with Superman launched, but then you also think about the Batmans with Michael Keaton, right? And Jack Nicholson, and then even Batman Forever with Val Kilmer. Maybe not so
I
much
forgot about
after
those
that,
movies.
You know, but there was no Marvel movies at the time.
The Dark Knight kind of faded into the background when people talk about DC movies. And it's like, those were great films.
Awesome. I mean, we don't have the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in my opinion, without Batman Begins.
All right, disagreeers, come forward.
Your side, you guys.
What are they thinking right now?
The movies, the TV shows, the video games, the comic books, the books.
Then completely forgot about the video games. Spider-Man had a bunch of games. Wolverine had a game on PS2. I do remember that from personal experience. DC games, I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm not gonna cap. New Suicide Squad, good, not gonna lie. It was a new one, the Suicide Squad. I don't know how I feel about that one. I probably gotta rewatch it, but it was weird to me. I'm not gonna lie. DC games. That one DC did a lot of fighting games. They have Mortal Kombat. I didn't even know Mortal Kombat was DC. They had there was a super popular DC game that people always played. It was like DC Universe Online, DCU Online or something. I think it was DCU Online, but that was super popular. But no real Marvel games have been popular besides PS4 Spider-Man and PS5 Spider-Man.
When you oversimplify it to one aspect, you're immediately erasing thousands of people's hard work and not giving them the credit that they deserve as they add to the rest of the brand.
I guess I'm thinking, could
Rationalize. I'm kidding. They got Lego Batman. True, them Lego series hit all kinds of different. The Lego Marvel ones didn't really hit the same. I'm not gonna lie, because they came out way later than the prime time of like Wii, because everything was dropping on the Wii, and I was like, wow, can I have this? I didn't ask a single question if I could have anything, because I knew the answer was gonna be no. But I have friends, or I have my grandpa have a Wii and the newest Lego games, and I was like, yes, Lord, I'm gonna play this all day, all the time. Another day, another dollar. Man, when are we getting a new meme comp? I gotta laugh. Giggle, giggle. Dang, I kind of want the popcorn right now. That's crazy to me. I'll wait.
more people care? It used to be that to be a nerd back, even in the 90s, because I love Spider-Man, X-Men, all that stuff from the 90s. Doing cosplay, when I was doing cosplay, people yelling at me, saying stupid, dressing up in movies, all kinds of stuff. Now cosplayers get millions of followers like on Instagram. The MCU
Same thing with anime too. Same thing with anime. But I was like 12. Not even 12. I was like 8. I didn't know what anime was. I knew what Slug Terror was. I knew what Sweet Life on Deck was. I didn't explore out of any other channel besides Disney XD, Disney Channel, and Cartoon Network. Even then, I didn't go to Disney Channel because I always had the corny movies on, or the corny shows. So I just like randomly I've been watching Disney XD and I'm like, man, this is boring. I'm gonna go to Disney Channel. What y'all kids know about that though, bro? Having to change a TV show, change a TV channel, coming home from school, waiting like 30 minutes or being like 30 minutes late to one of your favorite shows. Oops. Shows weren't even 30 minutes though. I think, didn't they play like 2 episodes at a time though? Oh no, they played 1 episode, but they just like ran dumb commercials. But anyway, I completely forgot my point, man.
Made nerds cool.
Yeah.
And so when I think of better, I think like kind of to your point, detracts from all the like suffering of the nerds that got kicked and shoved in their closets.
Yeah. To get here.
So now that the MCU exists, I'm like, oh, now you want to say it's cool. Okay, fine, yeah.
I do believe some of the comics do better than some of the Marvel stuff that is out. Like with all the Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man were not good. Like I grew up watching those and I was not a huge fan.
Wait, the 90s?
No. Yeah, Toby.
What?
I did not.
She didn't like the Tobys.
Where's the Andrew Garfield?
I see those movies as like corny perfection. It's like
But it's
absolute
corny,
cheese.
like you said, it's corny.
Right, I love that.
He didn't give me that representation. I'm an awkward teen. He was like a very just dark and like brooding, like more DC. He just was very not awkward, how I wanted to see Peter Parker.
You're telling me that Spider-Man.
Hey bro, back then I seen Spider-Man as Spider-Man. I didn't care who played it and how they played it. They swung from a web, dressed in the suit. Yes, Lord, that's Spider-Man. Huh, mom, turn that on instantly. Let's go see the movie. Working on a beam cup right now? Excellent. I need that stat. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I didn't really have the brain capacity to be like, this is not at all what I expected. Like, I didn't care, bro. Spider-Man.
3 dance wasn't awkward to you?
That was.
Your generation, especially now, you can see that you guys don't really like the dark, gritty, because right now,
Everyone
everything that's
wants.
going on
Everyone
right now,
just wants happy stories.
yeah, everything that's going on right now, you don't want to see even darker.
I want depression personified.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I think DC kind of shows people like what they already see in humanity. They're like, wow, are our cities actually like this? Like, is this actually happening? I
make
feel
me
like
that
people
money.
kind of get scared.
Yeah,
and
they
they're like,
making me free 99 every day. Getting paid dumb money. It's dumb because I don't get it.
like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
Our characters are more relatable.
Who's R? Oh, retaining to their side. Okay.
Let's run real quick.
Oh yeah, Marvel characters are more
It's just
relatable.
the fact that, especially like me growing up, that I could just look at like these different heroes. Like I was like, I'm not built like no Captain America, but I can relate to him in the heart. It's what
Yeah.
matters. And so I'm just like, just seeing every character. I'm like, oh, wait, that's me. Oh, wait, that could be me.
Dang, did I have a brain as a child? Because I don't remember doing anything of that nature. I was just seeing Marvel and I was like, whoa, superheroes. And that was literally it. Like I didn't care. I was like, oh man, I can definitely see myself being like Falcon. Like, no shade to them though. I remember getting a supermarket. I remember getting Spider-Man from Blockbuster and not giving it back ever. Dang. So I'm gonna need half your YouTube paycheck. You get monetized.
I'm just like, I've
Phew.
just experienced that with
You'll be able to have a full-time job by then.
Peter Parker and his
You'll be
anxiety,
alright.
It's so relatable as a teenager and seeing another teenager get all these superpowers and he's like, I'm just a kid, like I'm just trying to
Yeah,
go to
that's why I like
school,
Tom
like,
Holland's
I need a
better
break.
because he's like an
It's
actual
kind of a
child.
combination between the comics, the TV show.
Why British actors really good actors? Tom Holland's British. Amazing American accent. And he actually looks and plays the part of a child. Not a child, but like a teenager. You know, you get the point.
Just the MCU in total. When you humanize a character first and then introduce their abilities, you not only give the audience time to relate to them and attach themselves to the character, but you give them an opportunity to see them superpower, amazingness. Things like that, just make Marvel just a bit more relatable to me.
Man. Dang, I kind of want to go like chill, go eat some popcorn and watch a movie with some, with some homie. By homie, I mean one singular person. It's not the same gender. Play the
There's
video.
elements of DC that I get, that they are unrelatable. Superman really is the most obvious, because he's overpowered from another planet, all these things. But at the same time, at the core of all that is this unbreakable goodness.
Like Superman, one of the things I always found really endearing is he comes from a different planet. He has unlimited power, but at the same time, once he met Mom,
What you trying to say, baby, bro?
Kent, he fell in love with like the family and
She's still alive. Y'all see these? Y'all see these right here? What comic book issue that is? What chapter that is? What where you get that from? You got a comic book store near you that sell it? Is it local to every comic book store? Is it a rare issue? How much you pay if it is rare? What kind of review we get? What's her name? I don't even know what her name is, bro. Working and twerking sounds great, man. Sada was too boring. Hey, bro. We could cut it out right here.
How to acclimate, and so at the end of the day, they are dealing with the same human and basic problems and conflicts that we have. You know.
I think that's where Zach really tried to
Efron?
tie it all in. It's with Batman vs Superman. PC fans hated. They were not about it, and it's just like.
Don't worry, we did too.
Everyone hated it. Exactly. People were not a fan of it, but it's just like he tried to humanize these characters, and that was really an important step to take because.
PM to my final project. Yeah.
Have a breaking point or be showed up as the villain.
Oh, the one you were working on the other day.
But also going back to representation.
Finished it, bro.
Like
That was a whole week ago. That was 3 days ago.
Not many Asian superheroes, but with Shang Tsung and all these other characters, I would give props to Marvel. And as long as
he was getting diggity down. I'm sorry I didn't give it a chance the first time. W movie. I might rewatch it again to be honest.
Like shoved down people's. That's what I really don't like. But as long as it's not shoved down people's throats, and like you're gonna have to digest this, and I'm all for it.
I got 3 more. Oh, brother, get to work.
Me being from New York, and so I was just like, I see him and I see.
Dang, bro, I missed out on that. Black Gene, everybody being born in New York. I wish I spawned in New York. No, I'm cool because they got sewer rats and a lot more homeless people than the U.S. I think. And. You know what, bro? I'm done.
At the time, I was like, oh, you know what? I want to go to this college too, and I want to go here, and I want to do that. And I'm like, you know what? Hopefully, do get bit by a spider on the way there. So I'm just like, okay, cool.
I genuinely, as a kid, like having what I felt like my own superhero backstory was like losing a parent at a young age. Being kind of
hey, that's one positive outtake.
My mom when I was 15, and still losing that person, it rewired in my brain many things, one of which was take care of other people and put yourself second, put everybody else first. 2, never show the crack in that it's actually crippling you trying to be perfect.
Never show the crack?
Because I did always try to say.
Never show the crack. I don't think that's a good idea.
Like, how does he just fly through life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought that was healthy, wasn't. And then once I realized that I actually could be vulnerable, I could be broken, and that being broken is more beautiful and makes you more powerful, that sort of opened up the floodgates of finding those things in the DC characters, and I think the writers, especially now in comics, are going that route.
My fan community can be toxic.
Dang, why are you looking at me like that, sir?
Do you want to talk about a no-brainer question?
I think we can all agree that every fan community can be toxic.
Even if it's something as simple as, someone's title changing or someone becoming a new hero, you immediately get the people on Twitter just being like, I hate this person. I honestly feel really bad.
I need more of that. I need more negativity. This is too sophisticated. This is too calm. This is too cool, calm, and collected. We need something that's more ignorant. Did Brie Larson say Captain Marvel wasn't made for white men? True. I agree with that. Hey, bro, I agree with everything that is against anything. Hesitating to see Captain Marvel? You must be a bad feminist. How Captain Marvel and Brie Larson beat the internet's sexist trolls. Were people really mad about Brie Larson or like something about sexism or something with Brie Larson? I seen Captain Marvel and I was like, oh my gosh, this movie was amazing. This is a really good character. I can't wait to see more of it. And people were like mad at the character. I'm confused what the commotion was about. The fight against trolls goes beyond Captain Marvel. YouTube, Rotten and Rotten Tomatoes. Review. Captain Marvel is unapologetic female and empowered. I know what the word means. I just can't say it right now. I haven't drinking my water yet. Matter of fact, get you a swig, bro. Not out of mine though, but get you a swig, bro. Get you some. Say hi, Judy. Get you some water.
Larson, because she got the brunt of it during that whole Captain Marvel.
Why were people wanting to boycott Captain Marvel? You see that? That is crazy to me.
Phase. Personally, I liked her. I think she's a great actress. I think
I
she's.
understand what the problem is.
I don't either.
I'm not a big fan of the character, but I was like, this is fun. I don't want to
Exactly.
She was terrible in the comics, but hey, other than that, she was chilling. She was pushing P for real.
When you
getting work
dehumanize
done.
the actor,
She went one-on-one with Thanos. Did her due diligence. She just got put out of commission by some tomfoolery.
and treat them as they're only that.
Right.
That's not being a fan.
Yeah.
That's being an ass.
I remember when Black Panther came out, a lot of people refused to see it because they said it's a PC movie.
Exactly.
It's like there's so much.
What does that mean? Probably something racist. PC definition. After meal. Personal computer. Peace crops percent political correctness. Oh. Politically correct. What? Dang, black people can't exist in movies anymore? That's wild to me.
Different corners. I like to believe it's not most people, but like the loudest voices on social media are like always. Yeah, exactly.
Because those are the ones that get attention.
Right.
Yeah, even the Black Panther, anything like this is supposed to be a black Superman coming out, and people are gonna be like, oh yeah, that's born of the political correctness. But there's been iterations of black
also,
Superman.
it's comic books, so why not?
Yeah, it's not only limited to just white people. And
There's a multiverse for a reason.
Yeah, the multiverse, exactly.
Well, I get toxicity on my end just for being a girl. And like you guys are predominantly, I mean, it's all males. But I mean, I've never been like directly targeted at, but I definitely do get the sense of like, oh, you're female, you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea. Oh, you're younger, you have no idea what you're talking about.
I really probably could have came with everybody.
Came with or on?
Oh,
Run it back, Turbo.
You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea. Oh, you're younger, you have no idea what you're talking about.
I really probably could have came with everybody. I think the
He said
only
with.
reason why I didn't was because it was prefaced by saying my community. I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Instagram, and so I'm ignorant to it, I guess is what it is.
Hey,
I have
W
a weird
Life.
situation.
Wish I was like you for
would be,
real.
I guess more in the jock
No, I don't, because then I can't grow the stream to the TV shows WalmartHinata. You know what I'm saying?
category growing up in the sense of that was more my reputation, I suppose. But anyone who knew me and any of my friends came over to my house, like when I started dating, like in high school, and then girls came over to my house, I had action figures everywhere. You know, so
Trying to get like you for real.
what's up, you know what I mean? And like, you know, this is really who I am and what I'm really about. And I always found I got a great reaction from that. I think if people
Oh, you like
buy too
Spider-Man
much
too?
into the toxic
I mean, he like DC.
nature
Oh,
of-
you like The
of
Flash
Marvel
too?
versus DC or whatever the movie is and their gripes on it.
What do you think was the best out of the three Nightwing? What was it, Nightwing or Robin? Out of the three Robins, who was your favorite? Or Nightwing? I forgot which one it was. Doesn't matter, bro.
They're losing a chance to focus on the positive of the character and why they love it.
My side would win in a fight.
Ooh. Iron Man or Superman? Who is Superman a good contender against? Superman is a literal undefeatable god. Batman is just rich. I guess we get rich versus rich. So Batman versus Iron Man. Iron Man's actually smart though. Batman just went to a martial arts class in 12th grade when he was like 17. He was like, hey, that's cool. Now I'm about to beat, now I'm about to beat people up. Iron Man, he got stuck in a whole facility, learned how to build his own armor, busts out, get hit by a missile, something of that nature. The movie is foggy in my brain. And then continues on, starts being a smart individual. Let's see. The Flash, he's just fast. That's really only it. He's just incredibly fast. He is whooping everybody. I'm not gonna cap. The Flash, if we're removing restrictions, The Flash and Superman soloing the entire MCU or MCU. That's what it was. MCU that's like on TV right now. What's WandaVision gonna do against? Okay, maybe. What's Doctor Strange could read the patterns? He could read. Never mind, bro. This is a lot to talk about, and I don't have the mental capacity for it right now.
I'm going for it. Yeah. Oh, wow, they know too. They know. Good. They know what to do.
I think that's why the conversation is Marvel connects more with like the real person, because DC does feel like Titans. You know what I mean? Yeah. And to me, comic books are American mythology. I heard that somewhere in a documentary, and it's true. You know, we don't have like an American mythos outside of like Paul Bunyan and like some silly stuff.
Who?
It's superheroes is really what it is. And Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, these like, you know, Atlas holding the world on their shoulders figures. It's like, it's always them. Batman's like plan to defeat everyone is just, I'm Batman. Yeah. And everyone on Earth goes, he's right.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna get down to the brass of it, you know, pissed off Superman, good luck. Someone taking out the big dog, you know.
I always see these videos.
Is he wearing? I just noticed. Is he wearing a Blueface Rolex?
Pissed off Superman, good luck. Someone taking out the big dog, you know.
I always see these.
Y'all see that? Yeah. Where'd you get that from, Twiz?
Like, oh yeah, Superman versus Hulk.
He's actually he's probably a hidden director of the next DC movie. That's why he's here. He's arguing his claim.
Iron Man. And it's like it's all made up. People have their own.
And listen, until Superman fights Goku, we know
Sorry, they laughed, bro. I had to retract my laugh after they laughed. I don't know if we can laugh together.
Like the Justice League.
Bro, what if you're like talking to a friend and some random dude, like some random new mutual friend comes out the cut and y'all just start like talking about jokes, telling jokes. And then they laughed and you just retract your laugh. You're like, and then straight face after it. Like, what they gonna do about it, bro?
Way overpowered.
I would just say their brutality is a lot more severe compared to Marvel characters. That was like the only thing that came to mind. I was saying the MCU is a little bit more light and fluffy, so they have a little bit more humanistic like thoughts, and I just feel like they would completely just destroy them, unfortunately. Yeah.
I guess my only question would be, you know, if you want to pit one person against another person, you know, the whole argument that I hear a lot with, you know, DC fans is Batman with prep time.
Yeah, with the prep time. It's the stupidest thing ever, and I don't get why people keep saying it. Like, bro, see you on the street is on site, not on prep time. 10 minutes later, sir, let me give you 10 minutes. I'll fade you in a second. I gotta go and prepare for this event. I know you are, just gotta go prepare for it. Like, get out of my face with that.
Because he's just a dude.
I've never made that argument because honestly, the argument is usually he's already had the prep time.
Okay. Yeah.
That's always the twist. Is
So you
everyone's
just
like,
assume he's already figured it
Batman's
out?
prepared for every his mind is like, I've calculated 17 million outcomes. Like if
He's
they,
Doctor Strange essentially.
He's Doctor
without the
Strange.
time.
I forgot Bruce Wayne was also
together in a
smart.
movie and Doctor Strange was like, I saw these outcomes. He'd be like, yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
And as a reader too, not just a viewer.
They don't portray him as that smart, though.
You know what I mean? Because then there's almost no stakes. It's just like Batman knew all along. I was like, oh, cool. So
Maybe I'm just slow.
It didn't even matter, you know?
What I liked about Infinity War and the Snyder Cut was the
Spoiler.
level of
No, I'm
dread
kidding.
you felt.
Imagine you haven't seen it yet, bro.
What
You
they
deserve
were
it.
having to go through in order to get to their goal, and their goal was not ultimately met. Especially with Infinity, I got so emotional at Infinity War, and my head literally hurt after watching that.
Dang.
Like, having the characters be vulnerable, like not having them at their peak, is very important for the audience to be able to relate and to be able to feel for the characters.
Right.
Martin Scorsese said Marvel movies are not cinema. Step forward if you agree. Now step forward if you disagree.
We know what we're talking about this. We have to watch. This is the rest of it. Oh, brother. This is a useless
What does he know
question.
about making movies? Right? I think we all are going to disagree pretty heavy with that one. If you look at not just the numbers and not just the worldwide success, but also the stories and the emotions and the ebb and flow of the storytelling. I think they're definitely not only cinematic, but some of the best examples of art that a worldwide audience of different ages and a lot of different people can come together and watch and enjoy. You know, where maybe sometimes.
Man, we really finna get a Miles Morales in the MCU, man. We already got that one. I can't wait for it, bro. I can't. Ooh, and we finna get some new Marvel games on the P5, and we finna get the new Harry Potter game on the P5. It's finna be up. I'm not gonna cap. This is like a little dry spell of games, kind of. I mean, me personally, I have a bunch of PlayStation exclusive games to catch up on, so y'all can see that on the main channel, possibly. If I play it on the main channel and upload it, I'm probably gonna upload it. Dang, I have a whole other House of Ashes. I have like 10 hours of House of Ashes gameplay with me and Clivs. And I haven't even started editing it. I haven't started editing it, and I don't know if I will start editing it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I know I went to upload it, though, when it first came out. But I didn't get the chance to. Because I think, like, literally after that, I went to Colorado. Or something of that nature. I don't know.
Speaker, arty film might not have that same
Yeah. I think the second you try to put ground rules on what art is, you fundamentally don't understand. You're missing the point of art.
Yeah. Absolutely. For sure. Like, how do you define cinema?
Right.
You can't.
Right.
There's no, cookie cutter definition of, oh, okay, this movie is cinema, but like Shrek 2 is not. Like, it's
high cinema.
High cinema. But it's that type of thing where if you decide that things have limits, you're already not only limiting the audience, but you're limiting creative freedom. If someone comes along and says, oh, that's not cinema, what are you telling the future filmmakers? That what they want to do is not considered cinema? You're immediately trashing what these new people want to do.
Brings people
Message to who? The cinema makers?
A cinema can do that, yeah. Here we
go. I mean, me and my dad watch it together. Me and my mom, me and my friends, and we're all different ages. That's like the point of cinema. So.
Oh, you have a good relationship with your family. That's cute. Oh, Lord. Avengers Assemble. What did DC say? What did DC say? Hey, y'all, we got a problem on 5th Street. Is it the Joker? Yeah, it's the Joker again. Like, bro, they say something cool. Avengers Assemble. We have an entire world threat to deal with in the town of New York City. It just happened 2 hours ago. Okay. That makes me want to do a tier list, but I'm not going to cap that 18-minute video. Just drained me. Pause. Is that a pause? I don't really know. Why do I get every time I check Discord notification? Speaking of Discord, man, I'm going to tell y'all this. How many times I got to tell you this, old man? Join the Discord. And follow my Twitch.